The question here is, what is Eka Jiva Vaada? In English, Eka Jiva Vaada is called solipsism. In English, there's a name for that, solipsism. It's called Eka Jiva Vaada. Ramana Maharshi used the word called Eka Jiva Vaada. What is Eka Jiva Vaada? Right now, we see many living beings. Jiva means individual consciousness. I see you, I see you, I see you. So many jivas are there in my experience. It is called Bahu Jiva Vaada. Multiplicity of jivas are there. It's called Bahu Jiva Vaada. As against that, Eka Jiva Vaada is there. That's only one jiva. Now, how is the relation? What is the relation between the Eka Jiva and Bahu Jiva? One jiva and Bahu Jiva, many jiva. The many jivas are nothing but dream characters of this one jiva, Eka Jiva. There is only one being, individual being is there. So the dream of that individual being is many jivas. So Ramana Maharshi gives an example. In your dream, you saw 10,000 people, 10,000 jivas. In your dream, you found tiger, mountain, river, many jivas you found. When you wake up from the dream, how many jivas were there in the dream really? They were appearing. Then you realized, oh, the dream was mine. I was the only jiva. In my dream, many jivas appeared. I am the creator of many jiva in that sense. That's your day-to-day experience. In your dream, Bahu Jiva or many jivas are real. But when you wake up from dream, then you realize that only one jiva was there, called me, which appeared as many. So Ramana Maharshi says, this is very clear from the dream example. Now, waking state is also a dream. It's called Maya. Waking state, many jivas appear. You see many people, 1 lakh people, 10 lakh people, you appear. When you come out of waking dream called Maya, then you realize that it was a dream of one jiva called myself. That jiva is called Mahatattva in Vedanta. So that dream character, that dream of that appeared as many. There are not many jivas. In your dream, there appear to be many jivas, but no, there are not many jivas. There's only one jiva was dreaming as many. Waking state is also a dream of one jiva appearing as many. That one jiva realizes that I was dreaming. There's no really creation. The creation is a dream. I am really pure awareness. I'm not even jiva. I'm pure awareness, para Brahma. That realization is there. So that there was nothing, no creation. It was all at my dream. That realization is called Ajati Vaada. So one dream, one character, one jiva which realizes there was no creation. There was no creation called Ajati Vaada. So Eka Jiva Vaada, or one dream character, Eka Jiva, one individual character, dreamer with the multiple universes in the waking state and dream state. That individual wakes up to realize I am Brahman, I am pure awareness. That's called liberation. This is the explanation of Ramana Maharshi. So Eka Jiva Vaada helps us to realize Ajata Vaada, no creation.
Ajatavada is applicable only to Eka Jiva.
Ajatavada is applicable to Eka Jiva Vaada? No. Ajatavada is applicable to all. But to understand Ajatavada, Eka Jiva Vaada gives us, helps us.
Yes.
Ajatavada is not for Eka Jiva Vaada only. Ajatavada is waking state is a dream, dream state is a dream. The dream appeared from nothingness. That nothing is called Ajatavada. So that for whom it appeared? For Eka Jiva, one Jiva. So that is the explanation given by Ramana Maharshi. Is this clear up to this point? Now, I'll give explanation from another angle. It's It's from the angle of Purana. Puranas, or rather Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, another angle from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. There's a sukta in Rig Veda called Nasadiya Sukta. Nasadiya means nothing was there. So that's where there's a beautiful translation of that Hindi translation appears in the TV serial. Shrishti ke pehle kuch bhi nahi tha. So that was the thing. So Nasadiya Sukta says, in the beginning of creation, there was nothing. Nothing means Sat was not there, Asat was not there. To say Sat and Asat, nobody was there. Like that, Nasadiya Sukta gives. Then Brihadaranyaka Upanishad explains the creation in a beautiful way. There is a pure awareness, Parabrahma, in the beginning. In his dream, he wakes up. That waking up is the first jiva. And he finds nobody is there. You can imagine like a baby is born, is scared. Nobody is there. Then he decides to become many, multiply. Then he becomes man, enters into man. Then he becomes woman, enters into woman. Then man and woman produce children. Then he becomes a horse, male horse. Then he becomes a female horse. Male and female horse produce more babies. He becomes the mountain, he becomes the river. Like that, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad gives a creative process. One became many. And one appeared in many. This I call it as one in all. Or I call it as Sarvam Khalu Brahma, one in all. Okay? So then he gets involved in the creation process. Then he gets scared, then he gets worried, he wants to come back. Then a guru appears, gives him a teaching. Then he wakes up to realize there is no other, all are my dream characters, Mahatattva. And then I am Brahman, pure awareness, that he realizes. There's the reverse process. I'll give another example from Purana point of view. Purana point of view, Narayana Parabrahma is sleeping. Represents Turiya or transcendental reality. The Shesha is there, serpent is there. The serpent, on which he is sleeping, represents Sanchita Karma of all living beings. So from stomach of Narayana, a lotus is born. This is a pictorial representation of lotus born. And the baby Brahma is born in the lotus. Why stomach is shown? Because all birth happens from stomach. Child is connected to mother's womb through umbilical cord. So Brahmaji is the baby, which is the firstborn. So the Brahmaji, which is firstborn in Purana, corresponds to Mahatattva in Vedanta. So Brahmaji firstborn is a baby. That Brahmaji gets scared. The child. Then he thinks, let me become many. Then he starts creation process. So Brahmaji is actually Mahatattva in Vedanta. Mahatattva is universal intelligence, which is pure Sattva-guna. So, but Brahmaji mixes Rajoguna and Tamoguna to create individual intellects, individual jivas. And this reflection happens in the individual jivas. So, the reflected individual intellect with the reflected intelligence, it becomes jiva. So, Brahmaji is pure sattva, Mahatattva is pure sattva. Ishvara reflecting as Brahma, Mahatattva becomes the first jiva. And the first jiva takes the Shuddha Sattva. It's called pure Sattva. Mahatattva is called pure Sattva. Shuddha Sattva. Shuddha Sattva comes from Sat aspect of creation. Satchidananda Parabrahma. Sat aspect of Brahman, Parabrahma Narayana becomes Sattva. there's a mixture of impurities added. Rajoguna and Tamoguna is added for the creative purpose. So that becomes Malina Sattva. Means Sattva impure. Like pure gold, you cannot make an ornament. You have to add some copper or some other impurity. 24 karat gold you cannot wear necklace. You have to make it 18 karat. You have to add some impurity. So for creative purpose, Shuddha Sattva, pure Sattva, Rajoguna and Tamoguna get mixed up, added. Then becomes the intellect of the Jiva. So that intellect, again reflection happens. This is called Chidabhasa. The first reflection is in Maya. Second reflection is in Chidabhasa, Jiva. So the Jiva becomes the intellect of individual being. Okay, that's from Purana to Upanishad connection. So now the reflected being, Brahman alone enters into reflected being as first becomes Mahatattva, first becomes Ishvara, becomes Mahatattva, Brahmaji, then enters into each Jiva, individual Jiva. He multiplies himself in the form of individual Jiva. Mahatattva is the firstborn. So Brahmaji is called firstborn, first Jiva. Okay. All other Jivas or subsequent Jivas are the children of Brahmaji. So they are all children of Brahmaji in that sense. Mahata is the first reflection, and that becomes the first Jiva. So the Brahmaji multiplies. First, he creates all the devatas, all rishis, animals, and multiplies through them. It's exactly like you having children and grandchildren. So Brahmaji becomes the first born, first Jiva. Everything else is the subsequent born from Brahmaji. So that's why there's a spiritual group in India. They call themselves Brahma Kumara and Brahma Kumaris. All are children of Brahma. In reality, all of us are children of Brahma. Brahma Kumara and Brahma Kumari. So now, Brahmaji, he creates, they are creating his mind. It's called Manasa Putras. So everything creation is mental, in the mind of Brahmaji. In a sense, it's a dream. So multiple jivas are created, Bahujiva. That becomes our waking state. One of the jivas is the Brahmaji dreams as you and me. We become the jivas. Okay. So then one fine day, the jiva wakes up, realizes I was the only one jiva, which is called Brahmaji. That's where all creation, in our waking state, we see many jivas. It's called Bahujiva. So when a person gets realized, he realizes that many jivas are nothing but dream characters. None of them are real. I was dreaming. He wakes up. When he wakes up, what he wakes up as? Eka Jiva. Okay. He realizes, oh, I was the only jiva. Many jivas appeared in my waking state. That is called Eka Jiva Vaada, Mahatattva. Then he realizes there was nothing. My father was his father. Brahmaji's father is Narayana, pure awareness. Parabrahma. Then he gets liberation. Brahmaji is the jiva, firstborn.
He's a jiva, but he realizes that everything else, all other jivas.
Brahmaji is created, Brahmaji is firstborn, created in the Sanchita Karma of the total creation. So the Shesha, serpent in the Narayana's side, Narayana is sleeping, is called Shesha, means remaining. What is remaining? All Sanchita Karmas are remaining. So all Sanchita Karma required for next creation is taken and created as Brahmaji, firstborn, Jiva. So the Sanchita Karma which is there, now Brahmaji takes and creates as a Prarabdha Karma of many Jivas. So that one Jiva, when you realize all in one. All in one is called Atma Darshanam. Then you realize that one appeared as all, one in many. Brahma Darshanam, Atma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam, Satya Darshanam. Then you realize the truth. Only Satya was there. Parabrahma Narayana was there. That's why it's called Satya Narayana. Satya Narayana.
So you said that the supreme intelligence, except for Rajas and Tamas.
Yeah, Jiva. So now here understanding is Brahmaji didn't create Jiva. The Sanchita Karma was there earlier in the Shesha, earlier creation. The Sanchita Karma he uses to create mixed Sattvas and Raja Guna, Rajas and Tamas, to create a Prarabdha Karma of Jiva and gives them. He didn't create a Jiva.
Brahmaji himself is a product of Sanchita.
Brahmaji is a product of Sanchita Karma, but Brahmaji has the ability to create further Jivas, multiply using Sanchita Karma, which is there.
So he uses the Sanchita.
He uses Sanchita Karma. So Brahmaji didn't create Jiva. Sanchita Karma, previous creation is there. The Sanchita Karma he takes, mixes Rajoguna and Tamoguna, Sattoguna, depending on the Prarabdha Karma, attached to Prarabdha Karma, and destiny, and Jiva is born. Now don't ask me when did the first Sanchita Karma start. I don't know. Nobody knows. So every Brahmaji will keep on repeating. One Brahmaji goes, he gets his life ends in Pralaya, final Mahapralaya. There are many pralayas happens. Then Mahapralaya is Brahmaji's life ends. Then Brahmaji goes and gets liberated, Mukti. Then another Brahmaji comes, another Sanchita Karma is not ending. From Sanchita Karma, from Shesha, Narayana creates another Brahmaji. That Brahmaji comes into picture. And he multiplies as many Jivas. Like that. So, I don't know how many Brahmajis you people have seen, or we have seen. Are we clear? Is the question answered? Eka Jiva Vaada. So, Eka Jiva Vaada is called solipsism in English. Equivalent of that. Eka Jiva Vaada is not very clearly explained everywhere in literature. Ramana Maharshi gives a hint of Eka Jiva Vaada. Are you clear? Any questions on this? Any questions for people on Zoom? I gave 3 examples of Eka Jiva Vaada. Ramana Maharshi's explanation in terms of dream state, waking dream, and waking up from the dream as Eka Jiva. So then I gave example from Purana, how Narayana creates Brahmaji. Okay. So then I gave an example from Nasadiya Sukta and Brihadaranyaka Upanishad to tell you understand the Eka Jiva Vaada concept. Eka Jiva Vaada helps you to realize Ajati Vaada of Ramana Maharshi. Ramana Maharshi says Ajati Vaada, no creation. It helps you to realize. Any questions from Zoom? So the question asked was, Ramana Maharshi speaks of Eka Jiva Vaada. That means only one being is there. So Ramana Maharshi gives an example. In the dream, you saw 10,000 people. The 10,000 people are many multiple individual jivas. It's called Bahujiva Vaada. In the dream, Bahujiva Vaada is clear, true. But when you wake up from the dream, then you realize only I was the only jiva. So many jivas are just my dream characters. So waking state, we see many jivas. It's called Bahujiva Vaada. But when I wake up from waking state called Maya, then I realize I was the only jiva. All the characters are nothing but my dream characters. So Ramana Maharshi says that Eka Jiva realizes There is nothing called creation or Ajati Vaada. So for that, I gave example from Bharatayanic Upanishad, I gave example from Nasadiya Suktam, and I gave example from Purana to make understand Eka Jiva Vaada more clearly. Are you clear? This is the summary.
Okay.
No. Nasadiya Sukta. Dream within a dream, within a dream, within a dream. That's our life. We call life as a dream. Or dream life we look for.
ಬರೀ ಸುಪ್ತ ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. It's a supta loka. Dream is.
We are in a dream world. So people say, I have a dream in life. I want to achieve a certain dream. I want to marry a dream girl. Okay. So all people have dreams. But people don't realize life itself is a dream. Life itself is a dream. Parabrahma Narayana, supreme reality, is pure awareness. In Puranas, he is shown as sleeping on a serpent, Shesha. He is always sleeping. His nidra is sleep is called Yoga Nidra, conscious sleep. From his stomach, Brahmaji is created. Parabrahma Narayana has a dream. In your dream, you see a car, a dream girl, and all. In Parabrahma Narayana's dream, he sees millions of universes getting created and dissolved. Universe will appear like a bubble, they dissolve in the dream of Parabrahma Narayana. And each of the universe is governed by Brahmaji. Parabrahma Narayana himself becomes the Ishvara, the ruler of the world, of each universe. How many universes are there? Billions and trillions of universes appear in Parabrahma Narayana's dream. They appear like bubbles in a wave, water that dissolve. And each universe have millions of people, billions of living beings, stars, galaxies. It's like billions, infinite. And each universe is ruled by Ishvara, consciousness of the universe. And Ishvara has a dream, next level dream. In his dream, using Maya, he creates many living beings. In Parabrahma Narayana appears as Ishvara. Narayana appears as Vishnu for the creation, Vishnu for the rulership. Vishnu appears in individual Jiva as Chidabhasa reflected consciousness, Pratibimba.
Vishnu.
I'm saying Ishvara, in Purana it's called Vishnu. Ishvara appears as a reflected consciousness in individual Jiva as reflected Chidabhasa. So now how many levels of dreams are over? First level of dream is Narayana dreaming. Second level dream is Ishvara dreaming. Ishvara dreaming is using Maya. Okay. Narayana's dream, Ishvara appears. Ishvara's dream, Jiva appears. Jiva's dream, a dream girl appears. A dream car appears. Understand? So, the Jiva's dream is called Pratibhasik Satya. It's an individual dream. And the creation, first level of creation, okay, the multiple levels of creations are there. I will explain about multiple levels of creation sometime later. Okay, that is another story. How many levels of creations are happened there? But now for the purpose, dream of Narayana is first level of creation. Don't catch hold of me and say only you told 3 levels of creation. There are 3 levels become multiple levels in a different detailed explanation. Right now only 3 or 4 levels are sufficient for you to understand. Narayana's creation, dream of Narayana becomes the universe. And ruler of the universe becomes Ishvara. He is also called Vishnu in Narayana, Vishnu becomes the ruler of the world in Purana. In Vedanta, he is the Ishvara. It's called Ishvara.
It is Virat.
Virat. Ishvara's dream, Jivas appear and mountain, trees, everything appears. The world appears. You are the dream character of Ishvara. And Ishvara has entered into you as the ruler of your dream world in the form of Chidabhasa, Jiva. Now, Jiva has a dream. The Jiva's dream is called Pratibhasika Satya. And Pratibhasika Satya is individual dream of Jiva. So it's only confined to individual Jiva. What we see as a collective reality, all of you see collective reality, it is Ishvara Srishti. I see the mountain, I see the tree, I see the sun. You also see the mountain, you also see the sun, tree. That's called objective reality. It's called Ishvara's creation, Ishvara's projection. Ishvara Srishti. But in the Ishvara Srishti, Jiva, individual consciousness, experiences its own creation. It's called Jiva Srishti. Jiva Srishti is the next level of dream. Now, how many dreams we are in now? What level of dream? It's like lift, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Parabrahma's dream, Ishvara's dream, Jiva's dream. Okay? Third or fourth level. Jiva's dream is called fourth level. It's called Jiva Srishti. Parabrahma's dream is first level. Ishvara's dream is second level. Jiva's dream, Ishvara's dream is Jiva. Jiva's dream is Jiva Srishti. So third level actually. No? Third or fourth? Third level. So you live a third level of dream. Jiva Srishti is your individual creation. Okay? Parabrahma Narayana Srishti, first level. Narayana is sleeping on serpent called Shesha. Shesha means remaining. What is remaining? Sanchita karma of all creations remaining. That Sanchita karma is used by Narayana to create first level of creation, Brahmaji or Ishvara. So Sanchita karma of all collective living being becomes the creation for first level Jiva. For Ishvara and then becomes Jiva. First level. That's called Pradhama born, first born. In Puranic language, Brahmaji is born. Okay. That's the first dream. First dream, from Sanchita karma, the universe is created. Now Brahmaji or Mahatattva creates next level dream. Use next level dream. From Sanchita karma, it separates out into Prarabdha karma of individuals. Jiva is born with a Prarabdha karma, destiny. Okay. So Jiva is living his destiny. Prarabdha karma is Ishvara Srishti. The collective objective reality is Ishvara Srishti. But how Jiva faces the Prarabdha karma becomes Jiva Srishti. Then Jiva using the current Prarabdha karma, it starts creating further karma. That becomes the future karma. Agami and Kriyamana. Jiva has an option to exhaust, get out of the karma and become free from karma, realize I am one with Brahmaji, I am Brahman and I am Parabrahma Narayana and become liberated. Or Jiva can continue to play the role in the dream of Brahmaji or Ishvara. So right now we are going through 3 levels of dream. You wake up from the Jiva Srishti, then you see Ishvara Srishti. Okay, then you realize Ishvara Srishti is appearance. And you become free and become one with Parabrahma Narayana and become free. So dream within a dream is what we are living. It's a dream life. And people have their own dreams, Jiva Srishti. I want to marry a dream girl. So there is a story of Kashi, Prince of Kashi. Prince of Kashi has a gallery. And in the gallery, there are beautiful paintings are there. So one of the paintings, he sees a beautiful girl, young girl. So then he says, I want to marry that girl. So he is looking for marrying that girl as a dream girl. The minister comes and tells, my dear sir, the dream girl is you only. When you are young, The artist came and visualized how will you look like at the age of 20, and they made you into a girl and wrote the painting. It's you only. So in the universe, whatever you see as the others, other jivas are nothing but you yourself only appearing as other jivas. We have raga and desha for other jivas without realizing that they are dream characters appearing as myself, appearing in my dream. Dream within a dream within a dream. That's what's called life. Any questions? Any questions for people on Zoom? You are living in a third level of dream. Parabrahma Narayana's dream, Ishvara's dream, and your own dream, Jiva Srishti. Anybody else any questions?
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om Satyavati.
Last week, actually, in Bhamati AVSC, they came up with this concepts, the Pralaya, Ishvara Srishti,
Okay.
that dream, Narayana, all that. They had some questions, in fact. Shaila actually also, I think she did send you that. But ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಒಂದು ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so okay, Narayana's dream, Ishvara. In Ishvara's dream, Jiva is born.
Right.
So it starts from that single cell amoeba every time, alva? After that Mahapralaya.
I mean, there are way of explaining. There are way of explaining to us. Jiva starts with single cell amoeba. Single cell amoeba is an explanation of scientists.
Scientists.
Okay, from Narayana point of view, you are Jiva. You have a prarabdha karma. He creates a Jiva. You didn't. You started a single cell amoeba. Billions of maybe many Brahmajis before.
Okay. So, but this Sanchita karma with the Mahapralaya will not go anywhere. It remains as Shesha.
Sanchita karma will go back to Shesha.
So that was their doubt. Someone was telling that once that Mahapralaya happens, they become Mukta. In that case, everyone will not do any sadhana.
They will not become Mukta, Sanchita karma.
Yes.
Sanchita karma, after Brahmaji's lifetime, Mahapralaya, it will go back to Shesha, the serpent behind Vishnu. Okay, it will become input for another next creation. Next Brahmaji will born. Next Brahmaji will take up some Sanchita karma and born.
So in this way of explanation, like maybe we don't go back to that single cell amoeba. With the Sanchita, the jivas are born. Maybe like in form. Maybe
we may be amoeba many billions of lifetimes back. But finally, right now, this lifetime you are born with your Sanchita karma becoming Prarabdha karma.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay then. Hari Om everybody. We close this session.
I was referring to the objective world, objective reality.
I'm saying, please understand, Ishvara and Jiva and Parabrahma, they are related like water, ocean and wave. What is the relationship of ocean with wave? That's the relationship with Jiva with Ishvara. So now the ocean appears as wave and experiences other waves and sees the world. For you, there's an objective reality. For me, there's an objective reality. Right? The objective reality for both of us comes from a common consciousness called Ishvara. We are a wave in the Ishvara, Jiva. The common factor for all the waves is
so in a way, we are saying that we are all connected through the puppeteer, not through individual puppets.
I mean,
The commonness comes from the common consciousness, not from the individual minds.
No. Commonness, the common consciousness projects the individual mind and the world appears. Because there's no world outside. The world is in your mind.
Okay, Prabhuji. But the question is, how does it appear same to two jivas?
Because
the question that we were
consciousness is common to both the jivas. The one which is projected.
For example, I'm seeing the form of Prabhuji. Everybody sees the same form of Prabhuji. It's common.
That example, I'll give you an example of dream. Dream Vasu sees Prabhuji, and Vani also sees Prabhuji. Everybody seems an objective reality. Was there objective reality in the dream?
Was there objective reality in the dream?
Was there objective reality in Vasu and Prabhuji? We go for a walk in a park. The park was objective reality in the dream.
Yes.
How did Vasu and Prabhu same the objective reality, same objective reality in the park?
So the dreamer's consciousness is at a different level of reality than the dream characters.
The dream characters are projection of one consciousness which is underlying both the characters. So that one consciousness which is underlying is projecting a objective reality through both of them.
Advaita, Prabhuji. That is understood. But then if Ishvara creates, for example, a mountain through the individual jiva.
No. It is not created. It is a projected.
Okay, projected. Okay, let's use the word projection. If Ishvara creates or projects a mountain through Vasu's jiva, then it appears as a mountain in my mind.
Yes.
How does it appear as a mount? The same thing with all commonness in Vani's mind also.
Vani's mind and Vasu's mind are part of the universal mind. Like wave is related to water. Okay? The water wave is related to ocean. The ocean is universal mind. Universal mind projects through individual minds the objective reality. The common underlying factor is universal mind projecting through both the minds.
Okay.
So when you say Vani's mind and Ishvara Vasu's mind, you are speaking of a subjective reality of Vani and subjective reality of Vasu.
Correct.
Subjective reality of Vani and Vasu is just the impression gathered. It's called Jiva Srishti.
Okay, but that is our individual's responses to what we see or experience.
What you see are this thing. But what you see is coming from a common factor in both of you, which is actually Ishvara Chitta.
Okay. So in each of the jivas there is a constant or a common factor. There is a variable or a factor. The variable factor is jiva's mind. The constant factor is Ishvara's mind.
Ishvara Chitta. It's called Ishvara Chitta. Ishvara mind.
Okay.
Like ocean is common to both the waves. Like that. So, the Ishvara Chitta or universal consciousness for both the minds is same. So from that, the objective reality is projected. Otherwise, if one is separate individual, Vasu is separate individual, they'll never have a common objective reality. There should be some commonness.
So if we take a movie analogy, all the characters of the movie are connected only by the screen, not by
anything else.
Not by anything else. Okay, Prabhuji.
So Ishvara Chitta or universal mind, waves appear called individual mind. So
and the individual mind creates the individual dream.
Individual mind creates individual dream, but common Ishvara Chitta creates the objective reality called universe.
Okay. And that's what appears as the same to all jivas.
That's why it appears as same to all the jivas. So is the dream analogy clear? Dream within the dream?
Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Guruji.
Prabhuji.
Who is asking?
Vani, Prabhuji.
Vani, yes.
Prabhuji, just coming to that single cellular organism. So if everything is created according to the Shesha, that means all species will appear together simultaneously in the creation?
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying the creation is billions and billions and trillions of years old. It might have started single cell, became multiple cell, and each of them took own path to become Jiva, Sanchita Karma, and Prarabdha Karma. Okay. So, for all you know, you started your life as a single cell organism in this creation, or you started a single cell organism in previous creation or previous creation. Right now, you are coming with this package of Prarabdha Karma.
Okay.
So, in the creation, Jivas who are not in the higher scale of evolution, still they are single cell organisms.
That is true.
Hmm.
So it will be released in a periodical manner, higher cellular organisms later, like that, according to Prarabdha, or they will all be released simultaneously? That was the question.
There's no simultaneous. The universe is infinite. No, I don't think at any point of time all Jivas can be released.
No, I mean human species will be there, and all animal species will be there. Every creation there will be starting off together all the species. That was the question.
It is, see, your question is, I'll give an dream analogy. When the dream you had a dream.
Yes.
In your dream, you saw a tiger. Then you say, saw an amoeba. Then the last question, when was amoeba created? I'll say all got projected together.
Okay.
The question in time, linear time scale comes taking waking state as reality. If you take a dream as reality, they are all projected together.
Correct.
If you take deep sleep as reality, none of them is projected. So which state you are, which is reality for you?
I'm trying to get to absolute reality first.
So you cannot get to absolute reality because you are the absolute reality. What you do?
Correct. Trying to drop all the other realities.
You have to drop all the false realities.
So then Darwin's theory and all that doesn't hold good then.
Darwin's theory comes from waking state as the reality. Waking state, we see the universe was created in Big Bang, then evolution happened. So the waking state explanation is called Darwin's theory.
So when you make time linear, then it becomes like that. If you take it as the model of a dream, then it is.
See, these are all models. Right? What is reality? You have to find out. Only reality you can find out is I am.
Correct.
Everything else is just a concept.
Moving to the source is the best approach.
Yeah, go back to the source. Because whatever you try to understand is a dream reality.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
There's a movie called Inception. Okay, in the movie called Inception, people go into the dream and alter the dream. Level 1 dream, level 2 dream, level 3 dream, like that.
Okay.
That's our state. Parabrahma Narayana's dream, Ishwara's dream, your dream. And your dream, within that dream, you have another dream also. So, fantastic dream life.
Guruji, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು they had one more question ಅವತ್ತು ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಡ್ರೀಮ್ ಅದೇ ಇವಾಗ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಡ್ರೀಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಶೇಷ ಅದು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಟಿ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಇವನ್ ಈಶ್ವರಸ್ ಡ್ರೀಮ್ ಬಟ್ ಇವಾಗ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಜೀವ ಡ್ರೀಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಟಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಾನ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾನ
ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಡ್ರೀಮ್ 100% ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಇದೆ
ಬಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ವೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ
ಸೊ when you are dreaming you are going for a work in Africa Paris, you will not question. You also think that yesterday I was in Paris only. From the dream character point of view, dream is continuous. But from waker point of view, dream is discontinuous.
No, like Jiva, as a Jiva, the sleeper, today will have one dream, next day will have another dream. Is there a continuity for both?
That's what I'm saying. Your question you are asking from waker point of view.
Waker point of view, correct.
Waker point of view, dream is discontinuous.
Yes.
From
For the dreamer,
point of view, dream is not discontinuous.
Yes, for the dreamer, then it is always continuous.
Right? Which point of view you have to ask the question?
Correct. A dreamer will never ask.
Okay,
Guruji. Thank you.
We'll close the question. Hari Om.
Hari Om, Prabhuji. Hari Om.
Hari Om, Prabhuji.